Hi Dario, thanks for watching. This is a quick look at how Google views and ranks your website in the search results. By knowing how the program works, we can use it to your advantage so you get on the first page so that way you're the first click and the first call when customers are searching. So I've got your website pulled up here, and the first problem I notice is that it's not secure, meaning it doesn't have an SSL certificate. Unfortunately, when that happens, some web browsers won't even let the consumer go to the site. It'll give them an error saying you are about to leave a safe zone. It really, you have to click a few different things in order for them to get there, and most of the time they'll just click go back. As far as Google is concerned, when it's looking to rank a website, it's going to use two different factors. The first is the content. It's going to come in, it's going to count all the words of text on the page. It's generally looking for about 1,000 to 1,500 words per page because it assumes that the more information you have, the more of an expert you are. Now, while it's counting for words, it's also searching for keywords, which can be anything that a customer might type into search, which is usually going to be a services that you offer and then a location that you offer it in. Now, this is where the number of words on the page really comes into play because you're only allowed to have one keyword for every 100 to 150 words of text on the page. The second way that Google ranks your website is based on your authority, which is basically a popularity contest. The two ways to build authority for a website are to get citations. Those are anytime that your name, address, and phone number are listed in an online directory, such as Yelp, Yellow Pages, or Better Business Bureau. Those are usually free to get. It just takes some time to find each site, register, and then input your business information exactly as it's shown in Google. The second way to build authority is through what's called the backlinks, which is when another website links or refers back to yours. It basically acts as an endorsement that Google uses to build trust because others are vouching for you. You can basically look at it like a customer review. If you had 1,000 five-star reviews, customers would think pretty highly of you. Google is doing the same thing except with other websites. So to see how this works when determining your ranking in search results, if we go back to our search here, the first thing you see pop up is what's called the map pack. This is a pretty important area to be in because anywhere from 40 to 60% of people will just click on one of these top three. This is also free to get into. All you need to do is fill out your Google business profile. You want to fill out as much as you can, including the services that you offer, the areas you offer it in, and even your hours of operation. Then you want to continuously add photos that are geotagged within your service area, as well as posts to your profile. Have customers leave reviews. And then you want to get as many of those citations as possible. The name, address, and phone number, though you want to be listed in more directories than anybody else on this list. Then underneath that is what we call the organic search results. This is where the higher the authority or the more trust Google has in your site, the higher up in your list that it'll rank. Now, to demonstrate this, I usually put your website into this tool and it'll show me some information, but unfortunately, because you're not a secure site, Google will not rank or rate that at all. So what I've done is I've gone to the areas and I just found the competition that are ranking the highest and plug them in so you can see what they're doing. So this is what Google is seeing as far as the amount of content on the page and then the amount of backlinks or authority that the page is bringing. So just to kind of explain this number, if they did a news article about the best roofers in Massachusetts, and inside that article the reader could click on a link and it would bring them back to your website, that would be considered one referring domain, one website that refers back to you. So it's something to note here, it's not just a matter of the quantity of links, it's also the quality. We want to make sure that they're relative to your industry. For instance, we couldn't be having like Pizza Hut refer back to you because Google knows that obviously you're a home improvement or roofer or cider. You're not making pizzas, so that wouldn't add any kind of authority for you. Then keywords, like I said, unfortunately, you're not being found for any because of the lack of certificate. But this is where what we would do some research to find out all the highest volume keywords. So the volume is the number of times per month that they're being searched. And these are all the words on this competitor's page that are being found, that are being typed into Google. If you get somebody that's probably more in your area. He's from Connecticut, but he's actually outranking you, even though he's all the way down in Hartford. So local siding companies. 500 people a month are searching for local siding companies. If you are on the first page of Google, 500 people will be seeing your website. If we're really conservative and say only 10% of those actually click into your site and give you a call, that's 50 new calls a month. Then if we're even more conservative and say only 10% of those actually convert into a job for you, that's 5 new jobs just off of one keyword. Now, this is where we would do all the research to find out all the most high popular keywords in your area. This is obviously a national keyword, so that's not really applicable. It'd have to be something closer to you, where it would actually say like something in your area. But we would do all the research to find those keywords and make sure that they're being included on your page, so that way you're getting all that traffic and then building all that revenue for your bottom line. So unfortunately, in order to do that, the site would definitely have to be redesigned and then secured, so that way it could then be ranked for Google, and then we can start adding keywords and adding some links for you to build authority. So I hope this information was helpful and it allows you to gain some online presence. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions, or if you'd like me to go into any further detail about anything I talked about. We could also talk about your goals, and I can do some research to find out exactly what it would take for you to reach those. And I do love getting feedback as well to find out if this information was useful for you. So please do let me know your thoughts. Thank you, and I look forward to speaking with you.